So welcome to this demonstration video on hybrid seminars and using something like OneNote to take advantage of being able to combine pictures from your slides with handwriting with a stylus so that you can do dual projection on a single screen. So here is a notebook I prepared earlier that has a picture from an exam paper in it. And if we're in a seminar and we wanted to do the dual projection thing, actually we don't really need to do that because we can just zoom in. And then we can start drawing on this and we can say, well, look, actually what we want to do is draw in our little waveform and away we go. Like that. Now, of course, we've got all sorts of things that we can do. We can change the color and we can come back in here and say, look, actually what we're really thinking of is it might be like this. We can do lots of different fancy colors. So we could say, look, here's a bit of green here, a bit of something else there. And if we wanted to highlight something, we could say, look, that's definitely -20. We probably want to be able to show that we can do lots of different colors. So we'll talk about the tangent of the slope here. And just to prove that there's yet another color in there, we will do a little bit of gray. Look at that. And we can say, look, here we go. Here we are at the bottom. So that's already good. Now we have an image. But let's say you want to know how to set this up. So we pop over to question 2. There's nothing in there. What we're going to do instead is we're going to now, pretending we're not in the seminar anymore. In fact, we could do this even if you were in it. You could say, look, here are all of the different things we can put in. File printouts, file attachments, spreadsheets, screen clippings, and we can put in pictures as well. So here's a picture I prepared earlier from a paper, and you'll note that it refers to a workbook if you can read really quickly. So here's a worksheet that comes from the back of the exam. I'm going to put that in there as well. Look, it appears at the bottom. And we can zoom right in and we can say, all right, follow me through. Now, of course, if you're the student, you could actually scroll back up and you could have a look at that circuit. And if you can't get all on the screen at one time, that's one thing that you might want to bear in mind if you've got a really long question. And the cool thing is, even though I can't show it to you right now, when I was doing a demo with the other Tim S., we were able to follow and stop following each other's view so that we could see exactly what something was focusing on. So we might go ahead and we can start putting some numbers in here. So A and B are all together to give J. So we can just start filling in these numbers. And away we go. Now let's say that a student suddenly pops up and says, hey, I want to know the answer to some other question. It's a completely different topic, and all of a sudden it's time to start doing some maths. Well, yep, we can do that too. We can say some integral of something or other is equal to some other function. That's all pretty good. And with the stylus writing on a tablet, things are pretty legible, and that's quite convenient for me to write. So I think with something like OneNote, where you can put your slides in and then write on top of them, you can get right in there and draw on top of something and say, look, actually, what if we had a third input here? We'll put a switch in there, put another input D. You've got that freedom that you're expecting to get from the dual projection. So I hope that helps you understand some of the cool features that we can get out of OneNote.